What's up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here on another episode of Elevated Minds. Today, just wanted to go over finances. One thing that we always talk about on Elevated Minds is health, dating, relationships, lifestyle. But one thing that I would like to talk about a little bit more is finances. So wealth. I feel like financial literacy is something that a lot of us really don't know much about. And you know what I'm saying, 80% of Americans are in debt, and a lot of that is credit card debt. I say 80% of people live paycheck to paycheck. That is including people that are making six figures and above. How crazy is that? And that's all because people don't know how to use their money. People don't know how to budget. People don't know how to money manage. A lot of people don't know how to do these things. So I want to talk a little bit about finances in this episode. If you want to stop being broke, do these things. Simple as that. Number one thing you got to do when you're trying to stop being broke, find out what your income is. Find out how much money you are making, how much money is coming in. All right. The next thing you want to do is find out how much money is going out. How much are your bills? How much do you need to pay for your water, your lights, your rent, your car note, your phone bill, groceries, gas, whatever. Tally all that stuff up. Once you have those, your income and your expenses, then look at what you've got left over. What you have left over, what have you been spending that money on? Are you spending that on shoes? Are you spending that on going out to eat, fast food? Are you spending it on Amazon? Are you spending it on eBay? Are you spending it on your dog? What are you spending the extra money on? Because a lot of times people don't really understand how much money they're actually putting towards things that could be put towards investments, savings, your future, your business, all these other types of things that could be going into. So really, this is where it starts off with, is figuring out what's your income and how many expenses you have. Once you've got your net income after your income and expenses, now it's time to figure out, all right, what can I do in order to grow this money instead of spend this money? So there's all types of different ways that you can make money. You can invest into your business. So you can create a business, sell a product online. You can get into affiliate marketing. You can put your money into stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency, all different types of ways that you can invest your money. So the main thing is what you feel is right for you. There's all different types of mediums that we can do, all different types of things you can do to invest money. So, but the thing is, rich people all do this. They all are setting money aside for savings, and they're setting money aside for investments. And a lot of times they're actually investing up to 30% of their income. That's crazy, right? But setting yourself up by setting aside 30% of your income means that you're setting yourself up for your future. Because think about that compound interest and all this stuff, when it's building up, you're going to be setting yourself up to make a lot of money for yourself. Say you're starting in your 30s. I'm 32 and I'm pretty much just starting my wealth journey. I've just started understanding about taxes and learning about how to make more money, you know, incomes and side hustles, and how to make your money and how to keep your money. Because a lot of people know how to make money, but they don't know how to keep it, and they don't know how to multiply it. And so that's kind of what we're going to talk about today also. The next thing, after you've gotten your income, you got your expenses, you got how much is left over, and you figured out what you want to do with that. Now, the next thing is you're going to want to get your expenses down as much as possible. So what you're going to want to do is pay down some debts. So if you have credit card debt, that's just, you know, you're just paying the minimum and just putting that $25 towards those, and you're just spending the rest doing whatever else. This is where you're going to need to have some discipline. So instead of putting that just $25, maybe instead try to do $50 to $75 towards that credit card every month, maybe $100. These little bits is going to chip that away, which is going to get that paid off a lot faster. The thing is, credit card debt, you know, at these crazy rates like 25 and 30% interest rates, you're never going to pay it off if you're just paying the minimum. But one of the main things that we have to do if we're trying to gain wealth and grow your money is to get your expenses down. And a lot of people just really don't know what to do with their money. They're not using their money correctly. They're not using money as a tool. They're just kind of buying a bunch of liabilities and buying a lot of things that don't increase in value. So after you figure that stuff out, now you're trying to figure out how much money you're going to be putting aside for investments and putting aside for savings. Now you're like, okay, I'm getting my expenses down. So if there's a bunch of subscriptions that you don't use, like you've got Hulu, Netflix, and Disney Plus, and you're only really using Netflix, maybe you should get rid of those other two. That's an extra $20 to $30 that's in your pocket that you could put towards investments or savings. And let me tell y'all, there is no excuse, because one of my problems was I never knew how to save, or when I would save, I would just do what I thought was enough or whatever, and sometimes I wouldn't be consistent and I'd forget one week and then I do it this week. But there's no excuse. They have apps nowadays. There's an app called Acorn, and what this thing does, every time you spend $1 or anything, say you spend $1.19 at 81 cents, they're going to actually round that, take that away, and put it aside for you. And so it just recurs. What I actually do is I have every week an extra $50 is getting taken out of my account. So I'm setting aside that $50 a week plus whatever money from the roundups, which usually comes out to be another like $30, $40. So sometimes it could be like I'm setting aside, $80 to $90 a week, which some people might be like, that's kind of a lot. We need to be more aggressive with our saving and with our investing, because what we're wasting our money on now, we're going to regret in the future when you're in your 50s and 60s and you look back and you have nothing to show for it because you didn't put any money aside and you just kind of spent it all and pissed it away. So this is just to really help people, because a lot of people don't understand money and they don't know how to grow their money and keep their money and multiply their money. So I'm just really trying to help people with this one, because this is what I'm on my wealth journey. So I figured, why not help other people along the way? Getting your expenses down, paying off those credit card debts, paying off those loans, those are things you're going to want to work on. Sometimes that could take a couple of years. Like it took me a good 4 years to pay $15,000 of credit card debt, and right now I'm on my last $5,000. So and I just paid my car off. So like that's been my goal for the past couple of years, is getting my expenses down as low as possible. I'm not planning on buying a new car like a Charger or a Tesla or anything like that. I've got a Toyota Corolla. It works great, and I'm going to keep that car for as long as possible because I have no car payments. That's $300 a month I don't have to pay anymore. So getting my payments down, credit cards, getting those down. I have $5,000 left, and I'm just going to literally focus on paying all that off this year. So that's what I'm doing, and I suggest that you guys do something along the same lines. Try to get your expenses as low as possible. Live under your means. Every rich person lives under their means, or they did while they were becoming rich. And what does that mean? Instead of going for all maybe the super name brand clothes and stuff like that, maybe go to Ross, go to Marshall's, go to somewhere where you can find nice clothes, Zara. You can find nice clothes and stuff like that aren't going to break the bank. There's ways that you can buy jewelry. This right here from GLD. It's affordable. There's affordable places where you can get jewelry, clothes, all this type of stuff. You don't have to get all this super high-end name brand stuff right now. We don't have the money for that yet, and that's okay. But we're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's the thing that gets a lot of people in debt, is they try to keep up with the Joneses, and who are you trying to impress? At the end of the day, would you rather try to look like you have the money and like you got it like that, or actually have it like that? If you want to actually have it like that, you got to go on this journey. You got to go on this wealth journey. You have to create it. The thing about becoming wealthy is multiple streams of income and learning how to make money when you sleep. That's the main thing. That's what I'm working towards, is passive income. I'm trying to create as many passive income streams as possible. Right now, I'm working with Facebook. I'm working on trying to monetize my YouTube and my Instagram and TikTok as well. So I want to have those 4 monetized so I can have those 4 streams of income. I also do Lyft, because that's a 5th stream of income. And working on finishing this book, that's going to be another stream of income. And then I want to actually finish getting into my life coaching. So focusing on those things, those are all going to be awesome ways of income, like a bunch of streams of income. I also plan to get into ATMs. So the ATM business. You put money, put ATMs in certain places, and you get money from the transactions every single month. I'm thinking about getting into the car rental service where you can have, like, say, a Tesla or a high-end car, and you can rent it out to people on Turo and some of these other renting apps. And a lot of people are making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 a month just renting their car out. That is paying for the car itself and then putting money in their pocket. And of course, there's real estate, which can get a little bit more technical, but that's one of the biggest ways a lot of people are becoming wealthy is real estate. So, but basically what I'm saying is, instead of us spending all of our money towards things that's not going to make us money, you want to put your money in towards assets. There's assets and there's liabilities. Assets are things that you spend money on that are going to build your wealth, are going to make you money. Usually they're making you money without you having to actually be there. So this could be your asset, could be your business that actually can run without you being there. It's automated. An asset could be a stock that is going to grow in value. An asset could be real estate. An asset can be a rental service. Anything that's going to produce you some money, especially passively. If it can produce you money passively, that's even better. These are the ways that the rich people are gaining wealth and continuing to increase their wealth, because they're able to make money through different streams. They've lowered their expenses, so they won't have as many things to pay out. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of money coming in. You got money coming over here from TikTok. You got money coming in from YouTube. You got money coming in from Facebook. You got money coming in from your book. You got money coming in from your services. You got money coming in from your business. All these streams of income, and then you don't have as many bills. Your bills are down here, so you're able to accumulate, and that's how you build the wealth. It slowly builds up. So imagine you got these 4 streams of income putting money in you, and your expenses are low, and you're doing this over a period of 5 to 10 years. This is how people become millionaires, with services, with products, with all these different types of business ideas and ventures. So this is just to spark your minds. You know what I'm saying? You know what I got to do here on Elevated Minds. I have to spark your minds, and I just want you guys to know that there's a lot of people that are worried about inflation, and they're worried about the government, they're worried about the future of what's going to happen and all this other stuff. And look, what I can tell you is what I'm focused on myself is financial freedom. I don't care what's going on with the government. I don't care what's going on in society. What I know is I want to be able to make enough money to have enough freedom to do what I want, when I want, go where I want, with who I want, and just have it like that. If I want to go on a trip to Belize, I can go to a trip to Belize. If I want to go to a trip to Australia or Washington DC or New York or Washington State, wherever I want to go, I want to be able to do that like that. And that's what I'm working towards. A lot of people wonder, like, Jalen, you're always working. Do you ever take days off? It's like, yeah, I take days off sometimes, but I'm focused. Like, this is what I really want. I'm really passionate about this. And so I work towards my goals every single day, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's only for like 10 minutes a day. If I'm exhausted and dog tired, but I still am going to put some type of effort towards it every single day, because this is important to me. I'm 32 years old. I feel like I'm young, and I feel like the knowledge I have now, if I would have known when I was 18, I would already be a millionaire. But I'm not looking at it in a way of, dang, this sucks, I could have already been a millionaire. I'm looking at it like, now I know, and now this is a challenge, but I feel like now it's just like, what to do, and now it's just applying the knowledge. It's just applying the knowledge, putting in the work, applying the formula, and sticking with it, being consistent. A lot of people cannot be consistent for a long period of time, but I'm here to tell you, if you want anything in life, and if one of your goals is to build wealth and break generational curses of poverty, then it's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take some consistency and persistence. It's going to, you're not going to always feel motivated every day, but remind yourself of why you're doing this. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. You can't do any of this without a why. You can't do a lot of things without a why. Because when you're doing something for a long period of time, you're putting in work without seeing results for a period of time, that gets discouraging. So you have to be able to be persistent in this long run, in this journey, because it's not easy. Building wealth is I won't say it's hard, but staying consistent is the hard part with anything. You get discouraged and you don't see results right away, so you just feel like quitting. But if you stick with it, you're going to thank yourself. Your future self is going to be like, yo, I'm so glad I made the decision to really start taking control of my finances, really start understanding. And guys, there's so many ways to understand literacy, financial literacy. I didn't understand anything about financial literacy. I didn't know anything about investing or like saving money, or I didn't know about any of this stuff. And there's so much information to us. We have all bits of information at our fingertips. Our cell phones are literally supercomputers. You can Google anything. So if you need to learn about stocks, there's a plethora of knowledge on YouTube, all types of different places where you can learn about stocks, learning about investing, learn about the different ways that you can invest. Real estate, if you want to learn about that, if you want to learn about starting a business, there's ways for you to learn how to do any of this stuff. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse for us to actually just be able to sit here and say, oh, there's no way for me to make money. There's plenty of ways to make money, and there's plenty of ways to learn how to accumulate and how to get your businesses started, and really just how to start this wealth journey, how to start this wealth building. So that's all I got for y'all today. I hope I provided y'all with some value. Let's become our best selves. Listen, people might say that money doesn't buy happiness, but I'll tell you what, money can make you a lot more comfortable, because a certain number, everyone has a number that would make them comfortable. Everyone has a number that would make them feel like, okay, now I'm good. For me, my number, eventually I want to make my first 5 million, 5 to 10 million. When I make my first 5 to 10 million, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I'm broke. Like, I'm broke. And I don't even like to speak that though. I don't want to say like I'm broke. I'm just saying the way I'm looking at it is this is where I'm trying to get to. So I'm not going to be satisfied until I'm there. And even then, I know they always say like, once you get your first 5, then you got to get to 10, and once you get to 10, you got to get to 20, and blah blah blah. But you know, for me, it's more of a sense of, I want to be able to have the life that I want, and I want to be able to take care of my family. So, you know, my mom and dad, if they don't want to work anymore, I can just, hey, here, mom, here's a meal. Dad, here's a meal. Y'all are good. You don't have to worry about it. Just live off the goose eggs. Live off the interest. You know what I'm saying? So that's boss moves right there. Being able to retire your parents. You know, you make sure your other family members are good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my friends have some type of business endeavors or dreams and goals they want to go, I can invest in my friends because I have the money for it. Like, that's some boss stuff right there. That's what I want to be on. That's my dreams and goals. You know, just to be able to have the money to do whatever, just be free. That's, you know, freedom has always been my goal. Like, even as a kid, like, I don't like to be controlled. I don't like to be told what to do. I like to just do things my way, and not in a way of I don't know how to listen to a boss, or I don't know how to submit to authority. It's just that I've always wanted to have my own business. I've always wanted to do things the way that I want to do it, and now I'm able to do that. And you know, growing my business and my company from ground up, like, I have no idea what Elevated Minds is going to be like in the next 5 years, 10 years. I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely do everything in my power right now to make it happen, to bring it into existence. So like I said, thank y'all for watching once again. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. If you have any questions or any type of topics you'd like to me to do, put them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys once again for watching. Love y'all. Stay elevated.